TAY600. So TAY600 hits up Street Juice TV 100 on Instagram and asked him to delete the video that everyone is assuming is a connection to E situation. He said that he posted the recording because it was sent to him and he had nothing to do with it. Someone is trying to set up TAY600 and put him into this situation that he has nothing to do with, and I think this recording is actually fake. It's crazy how this recording was actually going around and he's saying that it has nothing to do with him, and it clearly at this point sounds like a fake, because if it was real then he would have been put up for it already. Something about this is weird. So like you heard the person said on the phone TAY600, and they talking about like the shooter, identifying him as a shooter. So it's just like, it's so much that's going on right now, but people actually feels like someone is trying to divert the attention to something else and cause this big distraction. I was even reading in the comments as well, and people are even saying that there's this hate train against TAY600 right now. TAY600 is being set up and they are trying to pin something on him in connection to that recording that they tried to release, like they're trying to divert the attention to something else. TAY600 said in this message that he got it sent to him yesterday and he posted it trying to like basically get himself out of it. But the thing is, why would they send it to him yesterday, and why did he post it? He was baited into posting that video. Then he probably posted it and that same people tried to put it in connection to that so they can divert and cover up situations and do whatever they was doing. Because when you think about it, right, it's not a coincidence that it was automatically linked to either. It's not a coincidence that it automatically linked it to that situation. It was meant to be linked to that. And the fact that when I went on, literally like when I looked at it, when I actually saw this on Instagram, I was like, what the hell? Like, I just knew that it was fake and it just didn't come across right, and I couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. And now I feel like this all happened because of what they did to him before, when they lied on him and said that he snitched in the case. That's why this happened to him. Now they did it over to him again. It's basically like a deja vu. What's actually seeing now, what we're actually seeing now, them doing that to TAY600, it is a lie, but they're doing it to him because they already done it to him before. So when they went around, they made all these sides and stuff and everything, and now they came to find out that he didn't do it, and it's still a topic till today where people actually think that he said it wasn't true, it was all lies back then, he didn't do it. Thinking about it, someone is smart enough and they are trying to divert the attention from the situation and trying to pin something else on him. And it's crazy because they can actually do this, right? Do something to someone and then have something to say or take a put, and then he could actually get thrown in. So this, I mean, it could be a real recording, but we don't know if it's 100% real until it's actually verified by the people. Where did it come from? Was it download from the Chicago PD site, or was it down from the Chicago PD site, or did someone actually make this up on a computer somewhere and they sent it to him, baiting him into posting it and trying to get himself out of it, so then they can link it to something and then better videos can start coming, because that's what the videos was about. It was about TAY600 yesterday. I looked at all these videos on YouTube and I'm like, what's actually going on? They are actually saying that TAY600 literally drilled. They're actually saying that TAY600 did this. I'm like, there's no way TAY600 would have done this. And everyone was saying in the comments that they didn't believe, and I didn't believe it as well. People were saying they had their differences, but they grew up together and they would never do that to each other. They are trying to set up TAY600, and this is the thing, right? Because when you think about this kind of stuff, it was very calculated. Everything was calculated about this. Like, they sat down, they threw it out, they threw up everything, and then they sent that, they bait him into posting it, and that's what he shouldn't have done. He shouldn't have posted, because I'm thinking, why did he post it yesterday? He probably was actually intimidated by it and scared, and that's what it was meant to do, to make him like kind of scared to where he would actually post and try to get his name out of it. Then they can link it to that situation. It's like, because if this is the thing, whoever sent it to him, if they sent it to him and he didn't say nothing, then that could have actually get him down, because they would have used that same message as evidence. Or let's say open the message and he didn't do anything, or he didn't report it, you just seen it, is that he acknowledged the message. He acknowledged the message, so that's why they could have actually put him down. He was probably literally shook about this scanner recording, so that's why he was like, the only thing he can do is actually post it and try to defend it so people can see it and take it up. But then why didn't Kate explain what's going on? Even today, that post should have still been on wherever he posted. He said he posted yesterday, even that post, it should still be wherever he posted, and it's actually not. So what's going on here? Like, where did it come from? Like, why did he even delete it in the first place? Like, it's crazy. I mean, he probably he was questioned by them, who knows, like they probably will ask him a couple questions and stuff like that in a couple days about the internet record. And you know, right now all the internet stuff and the records and everything and the pictures and all of it, they're all being looked through and right now being used as evidence in the courts, actually be used as evidence in some places. So it's crazy, like the internet stuff, it is actually real life, and this stuff is real life, and People knows how real that is, and TAY600 knows how real that is. That's why he tried to get himself out of that straight away. Like, he couldn't have that hanging around him and, you know, thinking on it or anything. He just reacted straight away, and I think that's what they wanted from him. They wanted that reaction from him, which they got him posting it and him trying to say that, so then they can make their videos and then other people can see the video in connection to that other situation, and then they can divert the attention and divert the real situation. And whoever it was that did it, they did it because it was done already before. If that recording is a real recording, then they should come out and say that it is real, or not. These people, they come out, the police had that, they should come out and say it is real. They wouldn't do that. They will literally see if I take it and see, because they are baiting them into getting more information. They are putting this out to get more information, and that's what's going on right now. I think that's why it's because it could be actually them who did it. Like, it could be them who did it to get more information about the situation, what he actually done in the past. And it's very easy to say, oh yeah, they did it, they without even thinking, oh, they didn't actually die, because he wouldn't do something like this. The first thing I think when I saw that video, I think to myself like this, because right now, you know, he's older, he knows what's up, like, you know, they can put it away for like, he knows, like, you know, that's not a life. A life, if anything, you can see like he's trying to somewhat change his life. I don't think it would be a good idea for anyone of them, or him in particular, to do something like that. It just doesn't make sense. So they are actually trying to frame him, and I think this is happening because they are diverting the attention to something else. They're diverting people, and I feel like the first person who made this video is the person who actually sent him the recording. After he posted it, they made a video about it and put it out there. It was made to sound like that, so people can automatically link him to the situation. When you listen to it, you don't think of anything else apart from that, because it happened. So that's why it was made to do that. I think wherever it came from, someone is trying to pin something on him, and they are trying to set him up, and they are doing this because it has been done before, and that's what they're doing. And it's crazy, like, this happened right now, and then all these videos started going around, made that recording to do that. I think it was fake. There is no way that can't be real, and if it was definitely done by, it's definitely a government job. Because something that I think it goes deeper, it goes deep and to take down TAY600. See how they're doing it, literally trying to set him up. This is the recording of them actually identify Takeover as a shooter in something.
67th Street. 734 with more information. What is 730? Witness says the shooter goes by the name TAY600. Fled to a building. I'll have the address shortly. Repeat that name, 734.